Hey guys, it's time for our next big compilation, this time for Microsoft PowerPoint. So get ready for 10 of your favorite tips, tricks and templates. Let's get started. Let me show you how you can remove backdrop from your image directly in Microsoft PowerPoint. Select the image. You can do it by dragging and dropping your image into the slideshow or using the Insert tab. When the image is already in the slideshow, click on it and then go to Picture Format over here. The very first option on the list should be Remove Background. Click on it. They will highlight the remove area, that's the violet color, but we can change that. So I use plus mode to add this part back. And then I use the minus mode, the red one, to take this part away. And also here as well. So feel free to adjust this default state like I just did. Click OK to confirm and the backdrop is gone. Let's try with one more picture here. Very business-like image. Click Picture Format, Remove Backdrop again. And we got two options we can add or remove. So we're going to add the hand to it. You don't need to be very precise with those tools. Just let the program know which area you want and then which area you don't want using the red color. Like here, good small area here, and it's done. I confirm. And the last example, that's the very hard picture. So let's check it out. Remove backdrop. And unfortunately, the results are not great because we got the furry creature here. The line is very sharp, so it's worked just fine for humans and objects. How to create a simple timer in PowerPoint without plugins and coding. All we need is to just insert a shape. So go to the Insert tab, go for Shapes, and select any shape you want. I'll go with the circle, so the oval, holding Shift for perfect proportion 1:1. Here it is. Feel free to change the color of the shape, and you can double tap on it to type in. I'm going to create a 3-minute timer, so I'll start with 3, and then I will make this text a bit larger just by pressing up size over here. Alright, if you feel fancy, you can modify your fonts as well. And here it is, what I need. Next is to duplicate this whole thing, so Command C, Command V, copy and paste. If you are on Windows, it will be Ctrl C and Ctrl V. I like to modify the color of each iteration slightly. Alright, so if you need more than 3 minutes, simply create 5 shapes for 5 minutes, 10 shapes for 10 minutes, etc. Alright, we need to put the lowest number to the back so we can have the 3 at the very top. So let's click here in the Arrange section to send stuff backwards like that. Now we're going to apply an animation on it. So I select the first one, animation. We need the red one, exit animation. So this shape will start slowly disappearing. It will take the whole minute for this shape to disappear. That's how we'll use it as a timer. Each shape will take 1 minute to disappear. We got 3 shapes, that's 3 minutes. So use the exit animation, the red one. Wheel, in my case, just like that, that's nice. And duration, I will change that to 59 seconds. The first one will start on the click, that's fine. Let's open the whole panel on the right so we can see it easily. Okay, that's my first shape. The animation will take 59 seconds and this will start when I click. Alright, how about the next guy? Next guy, the very same animation, exit animation, the red one. This will happen after previous, so automatically after previous. 59 seconds, plus we'll add extra 1 second for timing between them. All right, so let's say delay 1 second. All right, that's nice. And actually we can put the delay 1 second on the first one as well, so we got exactly 3 minutes. So 59 seconds plus 1 second, and then the last shape, very same thing as you can guess, will exit animation that will take 59 seconds, and then we do 1 second delay, and this will happen after previous, so after this number 2 disappears. Now we just need to put them in one spot so we cannot see them all at the same time, just like that. Let's put this at the center of my page here, and it's time to test it out. So I will click slideshow from start. Here it is. I click once, and the shape at the very top, the shape with number 3, is slowly disappearing. It will take 1 minute for each shape to disappear. So in total, this timer will take 3 minutes. As I mentioned before, you can use 5 shapes for 5 minutes or 10 shapes for 10 minutes. That's totally up to you. I think this is really easy way putting timers on your slides. You can even have a slide full of content like images and text, and this small timer like this at the corner for your students, for your audience, to track time. I also use this for the break slide. So if I got like 5-minute break in my slideshow, in my presentation, I put timer like that, so we can easily track this time from the slideshow, especially for like online learning, Zoom meetings and stuff like that, when everybody can see the timer precisely in slide. And take a look, 1 minute passed, and now the second shape starts slowly disappearing. It will take also 1 minute. How can you customize the curtain color in PowerPoint? We can draw a rectangle and cover the whole slide with it. Then we can adjust the color of that rectangle. Because the curtain transition is using the previous slide as the color, as the texture of the curtains. So if we customize the slide like this, we can put any color we want inside that rectangle, and that will be the color of the curtains. We can take this even further by adding gradient. So gradient will make this way more realistic. So let's put a default gradient first from here, from the gradient selection. But next we need to customize it. So go again to the same menu and click more gradients at the bottom here. And now you will have to add multiple points to the gradient. So just click on the gradient multiple times, add as many as you can. Alright, then try to distribute them, and the trick will be to mix points with different brightness. So what we need to do is we need to have a dark point and then the bright point, dark point, bright point. So it will be a bit like a curtain texture. Alright, so let's now readjust the brightness for those points. So we got some kind of curtain-like color. Alright, so dark and then bright, dark and bright. Don't need to be too precise here, actually a bit of random, that will be helpful. Be careful, some of those points may be very close to each other, so try to distribute them a bit better, like in this case here. Alright, and I'm almost ready. The final step will be to, of course, add a transition. But we don't want to add the transition to this slide with color. We need to add the transition to the next slide. So in my case, that's slide number 3. So click on slide number 3, and then in transition, select curtains. Over here. And take a look. We are using the previous slide, the custom-made gradient as the color for this transition. So that's a really easy and effective way. You can even download this template. I will drop the link in the description. So let me just prepare for you 2 more versions. So I will create a blue and a green version for you as well. As you can see, that's the very same workflow. A color, turn into gradient, then we mix dark and bright colors. And we already got a transition on it. That's a blue version. I'll make 1 more, and here will be a green version for you, so you can use it straight away. If you are in rush, you don't want to do it yourself, Just follow the link in the description and download this PowerPoint file for yourself. Let me show you how you can put an image inside a shape in Microsoft PowerPoint. First, we'll need a shape, so I will head to Insert tab and select the shape. Maybe this one. Then you can draw the shape. Keep in mind, if you want one-to-one proportion, you can hold Shift, just like that. And from here, we want to explore fill options. So by default, you can fill it with different colors. That's a common knowledge. But at the bottom here, you can also see that you can put picture in it as well. So click on that, and you will be able to select a picture from your machine. There's also another way. You can click texture and then select more textures. In that case, they will open this additional menu on the right when you can decide again no fill, solid color, gradient, picture or texture, pattern, or side background fill. So in our case, we want a picture or texture. And again, we can click Insert to select the image from your computer, or you can click Clipboard. In that case, I just paste the image I already copied from the internet. So I don't need to save it on my drive first. I can copy over the net and click Clipboard over here. Take a look. You can decide about transparency of the image. And we can also offset the picture, so we can move it within the shape. You can go into negative values as well. Do you want the picture to rotate with the shape? Or you can switch it off and rotate the shape, and the picture will stay in the default rotation. That's how you can put image into any shape you like directly in Microsoft PowerPoint. We are going to export this PowerPoint slideshow into a PDF format. PDF format is accessible for everybody. You don't need to have a PowerPoint installed on your machine to check out the PDF, and it's also very easy to print out. So you need to simply click File and then search for Export option. As you may notice, I'm on Mac OS. On Windows, it will be a bit different. You will need to head to the Home first tab, and you will got the export there as well. So in my case, File, I will click Export, and from here we got several options. As you can see here, I can select different file formats. You can even export this whole presentation as a video. You can create MP4 out of it, but today we select PDF and then we click Export. Alright, let's check out our PDF. As you can see, we end up with PDF, and each slide is a separate page in the PDF. So it's really easy to print out and really easy to make notes on it, even without PowerPoint. Keep in mind, we are losing all of the animation features. So if you got some essential animations, you cannot export that into PDF. If you are planning on playing a pick a mystery box around Easter times, there's no better way than to just simply replace those boxes with eggs. So that's what I have prepared for you today. I have designed those 6 different Easter eggs, and now we're going to link them to certain slides in this PowerPoint game. As you can see, I have prepared 6 different slides. They are totally blank, but I changed the backdrop, and I also add this X button at the top right corner that allows us to go back to the first slide. So if you don't want that, you just want to give your audience, your viewers, your students one choice. They need to pick one egg. You take them to the color of the egg, and that's it. That's what they get. Just remove those X buttons, all right? So let me just quickly link those eggs to certain slides. So that's how this game will perform. If you click on the yellow egg, you go to the yellow slide, and this is empty. This is for you to put your content here. You can put text, images, videos, whatever you like, even QR code and cool stuff like that. So let's create those links. Select the image, and then we need to insert a link. This will be not a web page or file, this will be inside this document. Open up your slides, and I want to link this to the second slide. Then the orange one, as you can guess, that's the third slide. Alright, we got all of the links in. Let's test out this template. First slide, you got 6 eggs to pick. We can delete some if you need only 3 choices or 4 choices, adjust that for your needs. Yellow egg lead me to the yellow slide. I can click X here, back to the selection. And 2 more to check. Seems like everything's working just fine. I'm going to drop a link to this template so you can just start using it right now without wasting any time. Let me show you how to insert animated GIFs into your PowerPoint presentation. The one way is to simply download the GIF to your computer first and then drag and drop directly on your slide, just like this. As you can see, my GIF is now playing. I can stretch it up a bit, and if you like a bit of finishing touch, you want to get rid of this white border around, we can change the background color to match the GIF. So head to Design, Format Background, and from here we can select Solid Color. For this color, we want to click More Colors and pick the color from the picture. So use the Color Picker tool and then click OK. And now it's hard to say where the GIF is. It's really nice effect, nice finishing touch. Alright, alternatively, you could search for the animated GIF, and if you want to put it into your slideshow, right click on it in your browser, copy image, back here and simply right click and paste. As you can see, we managed to copy and paste the animated GIF without downloading this to our computer. So that's great. There's also a dedicated insert option. So you go for insert, when you click pictures, you can select pictures from file from your computer. And this method is really similar to the one we did before when we drag and drop the animated GIF. So luckily, the animated GIF acts like any other image format in Microsoft PowerPoint. Let me show you how you can change a border color of a table in Microsoft PowerPoint. So here I am in PowerPoint. I simply click Insert, and there's a table tool where you can add new tables, right? And here's the table I added already to my document. Then head to Table Design. From here, they will give you some pre-made table designs that we can use straight away. So don't forget to check that. Maybe there's something that you want to apply. And that will be it. If not, we can, of course, go back to the very first choice, the no style, no grid, or the second choice here just below, no style table grid. This gives you this default table style. And from here, we can control it even further using the border option. So if you go for the borders, you can decide which borders you need, which borders you wanna delete. It's very similar to Microsoft Word in that. Or you can use the quick style, so we can set up what kind of border do you need. Is that a solid line, or maybe dashed line, or maybe no border? So select the type of the border, then decide how thick it should be. We can pick a pen color as well, and with that we can simply click on those certain borders around and change the color of the border this way. And if you feel like that's the waste of time, your table is really large, of course, we can select the whole table. We can set all of that up, and then we can use the borders menu to select all borders. So let's change the color to orange. All borders, take a look, all of the borders are affected now. So that's how you can quickly change the border color in PowerPoint using Table Design tab at the top. Simply select your table, pick a pen color. You can even click more colors. So you got this slider option for custom colors, and then borders, and select all borders. Of course, you can select outside borders if you want to mix and match different colors. And here it is, now it's violet. Hey, did you know you can make a simple animated texting conversation inside your PowerPoint? This can be a great way to grab the audience attention. So here it is, let me show you how to play. As you can notice, each message is delayed a few seconds, like in the real conversation on the chat. So audience just read one after another and kind of absorb the whole slide really quickly. How you can do that? It's rather simple. What we need is a shape. So let's head to Insert and then Shapes. I recommend to use the rectangle with the rounded corners, and you can bump up this roundness. Move this yellow rectangle all the way in to bump up, make it really round. Alright, so on the left side you need a gray color without any outline, and then on the right side you will need another color for the second person talking to you. So some people use blue like on Facebook, and some people like to use some kind of green like in some kind of web apps. Alright, so we put it all together nicely, and then we got a space for conversation. To type something in, you simply double tap on it. Okay, so here it is, 1, 2, 3, XYZ. It should be in the black color on the gray slide. So let's change that quickly. A bit larger, and the dark color will do. And on this one, on the right side here, 1, 2, 3, XYZ, that should be a white color. We can make it even a bit bolder, like that. And the key to this is animation. So we can put animation on this guy. Let's head to Animation tab, and this will be the very first one. So we will search for animation. I like to use rise up animation for it. So it's going like from the bottom to the top, or something similar like float in. Anything that kind of moving the bubble from the bottom to the top will do. Okay, so float in, but way faster. So let's reduce the duration to half second. All right, so that's the first one. So it's starting on the click when I click. The second one, the answer will start automatically. So again, let's use float in animation. This time the answer coming from the top, so I change the direction to go from the top to down. Faster, so only half second for it. Not on click, after previous, with delay, 2-second delay. So someone is answering us, right? And now I can duplicate the gray one, Command C, Command V, here. And I need to change the style of the animation for the second gray one to be after previous this time. I want to play it out after previous, delay 2 seconds, perfect. And now we can duplicate the green one. And this time we don't need to change any settings, everything is set up, and you can carry this on. You can duplicate this one again, move it above. Alright, let's play it all and check it out. So every 2 seconds we got the next message. So we got this conversation, this dialogue happening, and it's really captivating for audience. It's way better than just boring slide with a lot of text. Alright, I hope it was helpful. And by the way, I think I will just save my document and share the link in the description in case you are in a rush. You don't have time to create all of that from scratch. You can follow the link to download this template as well. Let me show you how we can open up PDF file in PowerPoint. We need to convert that file into a proper PowerPoint presentation. As it is right now, we cannot do it directly in PowerPoint, so we need to use some kind of third-party website. If you search for it, you will see several different websites. The one I choose for today's video, it's called Small PDF. Now we can simply drag and drop the PDF file in this area. So here it is. I drag and drop this one. Seems like my file is too large. If you got file more than 15 megabytes, you will need to upgrade to a pro version, so that's the downside. If you got rather smaller file without images or videos, you will be good to go. So let's try again with the smaller file. So this time I will drag a regular PDF that is smaller than 15 megabytes. As you can see, it's uploading just fine. The program is converting for me right now. Now I can choose an option here. In my case, I don't have any scans in my PowerPoint, so I don't need to convert them into text. I don't want that, so I just continue with the regular one. And now we are ready to download the file. It will be in your downloads folder, the very same folder you can find all of your stuff that you usually download from the internet. And here it is. That was the very same PDF. So let's open up the PDF as well and compare. So I got some image here. I got text that is still editable in the correct font. I got my slide one with a gradient. So that's become a picture here. Not a text because there was artistic effects on it. And this empty slide with the correct black gradient backdrop. Alright, so let's look at the original PDF as well. So that was the original PDF, blank slide, text slide, image slide. Seems like we got nice conversion, except that this text at the top turned into image because of those gradient effects on it. Alright, so that's how you can convert your PDF into a PowerPoint slideshow using the third-party converters. I just showed you one website. There are several. After you type this in Google, you can use the one I got. That's smallpdf.com. That one is good for the smaller files up to 15 megabytes. That's completely free for smaller files, and for larger one, they want you to log in and buy some kind of premium stuff. Alright, thank you for today, and I will see you in the next PowerPoint tutorial.